A lot of people are excited about what they saw from Jaden Hicks yesterday.
Jaden Hicks came to win. He came to ball, man. He did. All he's done is just get better. What he has done also too is he has made an argument to be in the rotation with the first team. That's what he's done. So he's going to be a pivotal part of what we do coming into the playoffs because he's a missile out there. He's a ball seeker. He does a great job. And so I like Jaden Hicks' game. I do. And, I've seen him grow from where he is. And, same thing. It was almost like Worthy kind of coming into his own. More reps he got, more things you give him, the more he's eating up. And so he's grown up, man. He's a big boy now. He's ready for the playoffs. So other than that, man, DBs, we kind of out of position. Angles wasn't as good as we should have been. We got beat deep too many times. Guys are kind of giving it up. I think for me, and like I said too, obviously trying to get pressure on the quarterback is vital to the success of the secondary. But sometimes secondaries they got to play. Now he got to get his hands up, man. You got to use your hands. You got to strike guys, especially when you're running man. Big receivers and stuff, man. You just got to be physical. And so we got to do a much better job of that, man. I give our DBs, man. I give them man. I expected more out of them. Give them a D plus, C minus is where they at with me.
Yeah. You'll pick we'll take the bright spots, right? We'll take the Jaden Hicks coming to play yesterday and every week doing better.
Yeah.
Better. Another thing too, we talk about who's absent from the game, and we talk about 95's praise, Bolton's praise, but 95 takes up a good chunk of the salary cap for a reason, guys. And not having that out there, just even though it's one guy, that's still a big chunk of our salary cap devoted to one guy, and that's for a reason. And then when he's not in there, it makes everybody else's job that much harder. And that's why, DB's looking, like they look like yesterday.
Yeah. So, Spags, man, we talked about some of the vanilla calls, and that would be the lack of, obviously, some of the blitzes. But he was putting guys in the box to stop the run. He was putting guys in man things, same things they do. He had his starters that had started, Najee, Joshua Williams, Cook, Hicks the one playing for Reid. Those guys in the secondary got the same calls they always do. And so he just wanted to see how they all work together. That was part of it. But I don't think that he did anything as far as putting any harm for him. He wanted to kind of make it kind of easy, just in case the guys that didn't play, like Uche playing off in space, right? And we're sitting there saying Cam Jones and those different guys having to play. Jamari Carmen played. I'm told you, our secondary, man, that's starters. The only one we didn't have was Trent McDuffie and Reid. That was it. So those guys had to perform, pure and simple. But I think Spags, man, did a decent job. He takes away the blitz package, sure. Why not? Okay, don't make it too complicated for guys. You don't want guys thinking out there. You just want them to play. That's what it boils down to. Football has not changed in 150 years. How long football been playing? Okay, and so I think Spags, man, I give him a C plus, man. Give him a C plus.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you say it like that, the amount of stars who did play yesterday, the guys who get a lot of playing time, this wasn't, whether it's good or bad thing, this wasn't our JV squad out there,
No.
And I think it also just shows you how good Chris Jones is and how good Patrick Mahomes is that, while these are a lot of guys who do play a lot, those guys are that good. They can kind of alter outcomes of games like they have been doing for Kansas City. And I think people need to really respect what 15 and 95 give us on a day in, on a week in, week out basis.
Absolutely. Nick Bolton too.
Yeah.
He calls the defense, man, puts everybody in their position they need to make plays. Since people want to talk about he's not an elite linebacker, he's not that good. He's leading the Chiefs in tackles. He's been an absolute monster for us. So
give these guys a respect.
Yeah. Witchy Hall asked the question, is it just to know No, Nani Sherry. Good to see you, Nani. Nana. We're going to keep Spags next year. If it's Spags, I'm sure he's being coveted right now, but it had to be the right situation for him to go. I don't know. That's my things. Spags, third and long defenses continue to fail, JD. And on Spags, guys got to be in a position, man, Todd, to make the play, brother. That's the way it is. And I know this from playing. Like you have zones, stuff that you need to be in. Somebody has to be in those positions to make plays. If somebody makes the short catch and cover 3 or 4, somebody needs to be there immediately right now. And guys got to come up and make the play. Now, here's the thing. If it's third, and I think they had like a third and long. It was third and long, like we talk about. And, when you see it, it's recognizing it and go. You see it? See what you play with your eyes. Play with your eyes see. Okay? So it's just understanding. That's all it is. But going back to Nane Sherry said, I don't know. It has to be the right position for him. I think Spags like being here. I know he would like to be a head coach somewhere too. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, he says he's focused. I think they asked him a question last week. He's focused on us right now.
He'll take all that. Look, Spags is a good enough coach that teams will wait on Spags. They will.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, Matt Nagy's getting interviews with the New York Jets right now, so that'll be a topic for Wednesday. But potential new OC coming. We'll see. Or a new OC or a blast from the past OC, JD. A new but new for 2025, not new from our organization overall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, JD. You mentioned some of these guys earlier. Josh Uche, Charles Menahu in the D line. How did you think they did yesterday?
Didn't really get a whole lot of pressure. Didn't see a lot of that. I seen Charles kind of get around a little bit. Just had to get off blocks. Guys getting double teamed up front. Kind of getting handled. And so when you don't have any type of pass rush or getting any type of pressure, it's difficult for the secondary too. Like I said, football ain't changed in 150 years. You got to be able to generate some type of pressure on the quarterback to get him off of being comfortable. And we didn't do that with Bo Nix at all yesterday. Not at all. That would come with some of that, the blitz packages that some of the guys may not have known to do. But, it is what it is. So the D-line, I think, when they did shed blocks and come off to make plays, I think they did a decent job. The D-line, I think, I give them a C minus. C. I'm gonna give him a C, actually.
Okay. How do you think Uche did overall?
I mean, he was giving effort. He's just a fish out of water. It's a different scheme for him, and I've seen that. So him playing out in space, trying to figure it out, and those things that's where he has to get to. So maybe that's the reason he hasn't been playing as much, trying to pick up on some of the things that we want to be able to do with his particular assets, if you will, okay, and talents, Marcus. But he tried to get around the end on one of them, didn't quite do it. When he retraced to try to go get the screen, guys was already down the field. We were just missing tackles. We just didn't play well. And shedding to get off the block. So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame how that kind of went for Josh Uche. I was hoping he'd be a contributing piece as we got to the playoffs, and just each week got less and less reps. And obviously, yesterday he got a lot of reps for a lot of guys being out, but it's a shame.
Yeah, just got to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah. All right, so the linebackers, JD.
Oh man, Cam. He made plays, man, but he was tired. Leo, a little different as far as when he was trying to cover and Mike and run around. Didn't really change the trajectory of the game. Didn't really make a whole lot of difference. Linebackers just played, all right, what they could. And you can see a difference as far as like recognizing plays, running through certain gaps, getting off plays, getting off blocks to make plays. But I think they just did somewhat of what they could. And if you're playing special teams, you're running down, and then all of a sudden you got going on defense, you're tired, and then you got to go cover. Whew, it's tough. So I give the linebackers a C minus.
Did Bozeman play yesterday? I feel like I didn't even see Sway's Bozeman yesterday.
Bozeman out there, no.
Yeah. I know you were excited about him on Friday.
Yeah, it was.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.